Welcome back to the course again. Today we're going to cover some really awesome hacks for finding customers. This is a big one. It's important to find your customers. In the last one, at the end of the last video, we talked about how to find customers on Twitter, which is a great tool to use. That was Cicado. I definitely recommend using that. But here we're going to cover 3 more hacks to find customers. These are going to be in increasing difficulty. So the first one will be easy, the last one will be pretty hard. So follow along. First, we are going to find people who are asking questions on Twitter and Reddit, and we are going to have Zapier email us those questions. That way you can answer them. That is a great way to find customers, find what things people are asking, and great way to be involved in the community and start a conversation. The second one is I'm going to show you an amazing way to target people on Facebook with advertising that is going to help you get even more clicks and likes on your page or visits to your website, which is going to help greatly as well. And the final one, this will be the most in-depth. We are going to talk about how to set up a custom customer referral program so that you can have your customers refer their friends and family. You can set this up for free, and we're going to show you all of that. So let's get started with the first one, finding questions on Twitter or Reddit. So the example I have is with Reddit, but you can customize this as much as you want. So basically all you do, again, we're in Zapier. Take a look at Zapier or the social media video that I posted here for more information about that. But basically what we're going to do is we are going to search for new posts or comments on Reddit that include a particular keyword. So for example, I have set this up to search for new posts in Reddit that contain the word Zapier. You can decide to include or not include subreddits. Then we're going to add a filter. We want to filter to make sure that the text contains a question mark. Now, again, this is meant to give you inspiration on what sort of hacks you can create. This is a pretty simple example where all you're looking for is people who are have a word in their post that says Zapier as well as a question mark. We want to probably do additional filtering on this. You probably want to search for something different. So if you were looking for something with lawn care, for example, you could search for new posts that say lawn care in them. Then you can filter to make sure that it also says another phrase, or that it doesn't include another phrase, or that the options from Reddit, you get tons of options from Reddit. You can look at what options from Reddit and filter on any of these based on the subreddit ID or the karma points that somebody has, anything like that you can filter on. Then all you're going to do is have Zapier send you an email. Just have Zapier send you an email. So this is one I have set up that says new Zapier Reddit post from, and then the author. Now, the reason I include the author's name is because I use Gmail, and Gmail will automatically combine anything with the same subject into one conversation. So if you add the author, Gmail's gonna handle it like a bunch of individual emails, which for me is way easier to use. So that's a great little tool for just personal. If you're sending yourself emails, make sure you've got some sort of customization on the subject line. Next, you're going to have the post. So all you have to do is open up the email and you can read the comment or the post that the person made. If you read this in your email and you see that this person is asking a question that you want to answer, that your business can help answer, all you have to do is then click the link, because it's going to send you the link as well, the link directly to the Reddit post. You can just click the link and answer the question. This is for sure a partial automation. There does take some effort for you to answer these questions, but this is a great way to, even if you just read the post, you can see what sort of things people are asking about, and this can help you find people to help out and say, yeah, I have an answer for that question. Here's the best way to do it. And by the way, my company, my product, my service has tools that will help you do it even better. Here's an ebook that we wrote about how to do this. Here's a link to where you can buy something that's going to help you do that. Whatever your product or service is, I suggest trying this out at least a little bit to see if you can get some questions on Reddit. You can do the exact same thing on Twitter, that will send you some good information, some good people to try to talk to, get that conversation going. This is a great great thing to do when you're first starting off. The next one we're going to talk about is targeting the right people on Facebook. So what we're going to do is we are going to target your site's visitors for Facebook ads. So people that come to your website, we're going to target them for Facebook ads. Why? Because they've already seen your site. They've already been to your site for some reason, whether it's to read a blog post and they're interested in your product or anything like that. So if you are trying to get more likes on your Facebook page, on your Facebook company Facebook page, this is a great way to do it. Find people who have been to your website and then target those people to like your Facebook profile. This is a great way to do it, and you don't have to do it on your entire website. You can do it on just a specific blog post. So if you want to really target, write a blog post about how to do a particular thing that your customers find really valuable, and put that and make sure you're targeting people who have viewed that page. Then you can advertise to them something related to that blog post that your company sells or provides. So how is this going to work? Someone is going to visit your website. Facebook is going to add that person to a target group that you create in your Facebook Ads Manager. So that person is going to get added to a group. Then when they go on Facebook, Facebook will show them your ads because they're in that group. Now, advertising on Facebook is somewhat tricky, and there are probably better people to ask courses to take on the best practices for advertising on Facebook. But if you just try to advertise to people who are interested in your ideas, in your field, in your industry, you're going to get a pretty low success rate, just because it's usually pretty broad. But with this, you can target people who have already been to your site. Studies have shown that it takes, on average, 7 interactions with a customer to make a sale. So if you can have them show up at your website, more likely than not, they're not going to have purchase from you on that first time. Then they'll go on Facebook and see an ad and like your page. That's 2. Right there, you've done almost no work and you've gotten 2 interactions with them. Now you can maybe get them to fill out a form or something like that. So when you go to this is how you actually do it. When you go to your Facebook Ads Manager, you create a new what's called tracking pixel, and there are tutorials on exactly how to do this. So just Google Facebook tracking pixel. And all you're going to do is copy this code. This code is specific to an audience, an ad group, a group that I created. So a group on Facebook that I created. It is specific to that group. So when you copy and paste this code into your website, it is automatically going to add the person who visits your website to that group. Then when they return to Facebook, Facebook is going to know to advertise to them. So that is a fantastic way to custom add people to a group that have already seen your content. You can do that in a lot of different ways. You can see, make sure if they're seeing a blog post or a video, or if they've gone to a particular page in your web app or anything like that, you can target them specifically on Facebook. The next one we're going to talk about is creating a custom referral program with Zapier. You're going to create your own, okay? So the goal of this is to get people to sign up on your form. That's pretty common. You want somebody to sign up with their name and email address so that you can contact them and try to sell them your product. You can do this, your form can do anything you want. There are lots of form builders that will create custom stuff for you, but this is just a simple example. You want then to have customers share this with their friends. So what you do here is you give them an offer. You say, if you share this with 5 people, I'll give you a free blank, an ebook, a video, access to content that they wouldn't have otherwise had, a free consultation, 3 months of service on your product. I'll ship you a free product. I'll give you a free t-shirt or a sticker. Give them some reason to share it. And just as a side note, this is not about the setup or about the hack. Make sure this goal is huge. If you're a web app service and you're like a monthly subscription, give a whole year away if they get 5 people to sign up. Customer acquisition cost is one of the highest costs in starting a business. Give a huge gift away if people share it with their friends. For example, you might say, you can get a year of our service free, a $250 value, if you get 5 of your friends to sign up. Most people are not going to get 5 to sign up. Most are going to average somewhere between 2 and 4 to sign up, which means you've gotten free advertising from those people. And then depending on the company and depending on the gift, you might get about 5 to 10% of people that actually get those 5 signups. And then you're more than happy to give them the gift, because you've probably, just by offering that, you've probably gotten 10 or 15 signups. So to give it away free to one person for a year, it's well worth it. Now, there are tools that will do this for you, but they cost money. They are set up, and some of them are kind of complicated. Some of them are very expensive as well, but there are a lot of referral tools out there. So if you don't mind spending some money, go ahead and do that. But what I'm going to show you is a free customizable hack, and I do have the templates for this that will show you how to do this. So it is somewhat complicated, but I'm using a tool here called Cognito Forms, which is a free form maker. You can create a form. This is just a basic form of just somebody filling out their email address. That's all it is. Nothing more complicated than that. They fill out their email address, and it sends that email address so that now you have their contact information. But there's going to be a second box that will keep track of the referrer, but the person filling out the form will not see it. For this example, I will have this box shown, but on most of them, one of the reasons I use Cognito Forms is because it lets you do some of this stuff in their free version rather than having to upgrade, is that you can show this field never, and it will never show up. It will be there, but it'll just be hidden. I'm showing it in this example for now, but it'll be a hidden field if you select never. So that's a great little tool to use here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Zapier and Google Sheets, and here's how it's going to work. Person A registers on the form, on our Cognito form. They fill out their email address. We're going to send person A a unique link. It's unique to them, to that exact person. So it's going to be yourwebsite.com/ and then a bunch of jumbled letters and numbers, so because it's a unique link. Then we want person A to share that link with person B. When person B gets the link and they register with the link from person A will get credit for the registration. Now remember, we're doing all of this with Zapier and Google Sheets, and I'll show you all this in a second. And then person B is going to get their own unique link to share. So it starts the process over. So if person A shares it with 5 people, and each of those people share it with 5 people, you've shared it with a ton of people. With only a few shares from each person, you're getting out to dozens, hundreds, could be thousands, depending on how many people you're getting and what kind of gift you're offering. Sort of in the back end, I'm going to go over this now. We'll use Zapier and Google Sheets to keep track of this. The reason we do this is that Google Sheets make it super easy to make calculations. We all know how to use Excel, and it's very easy to use. And Zapier can send the emails out automatically for us. This is 100% automated. And when a person reaches 5 referrals, it will automatically send them their link with the gift that we offered them in the first place. So let's take a look. We're going to go first to my dashboard here in Zapier, and we have 3 zaps going. This is a 3-step process that you need zaps for. The first one is very simple. All it's doing is when people fill out my form, again, it's a very, very simple form. We'll get to where that referrer thing comes from in a minute. Very simple form. When they fill it out, I'm just going to add them to a spreadsheet. So here we have a spreadsheet, email address, sign up date, and the referrer. If there's no referrer, that'll be blank, which is no problem at all. Then what we're going to do, that's a very simple one, which you can set up. It's It's very simple, just sending the data over. If you know how to use Zapier, you could probably do that in your sleep. If you don't, learn how to use Zapier because it's super, super simple. The next one is we are going to process users over to a new sheet. So we're going to process them from the incoming to incoming process. What this is going to do, it's going to create a unique ID for each person that signs up. It's also going to know who referred them. It's just pulling that over from this sheet. And it's going to create them a unique link with Bitly. So if you haven't used Bitly before, it is a link shortener. So we've got these long, unique URLs. So these super long URLs that you probably don't want to share with people that will allow people to share. This creates a unique link for them, but we're going to shorten it so that we can just send this Bitly over. So if you see here, this person has the unique ID of CYEVM. Now if I go to this Bitly link, you'll see it opens up the Bitly, but then it's going to redirect, and it includes the refer. Again, this field's going to be hidden when you're actually running this program, but for now it's shown just as an example. That way, when they share this Bitly link, they are going to get credit for the referral. So what our Zap here is doing is we are first watching Google Sheets for new spreadsheet rows in this incoming spreadsheet. This is the one that gets added when people fill out the form from Cognito Forms. So when somebody fills this form out, it adds a new row to this spreadsheet, and this Zap will watch for that. Then what it's going to do is it's going to create a unique link. What it does is it uses the Bitly API, and I've created this for you. I can show you this exact template. It's not complicated, but I can show you how to do this, where you send the long URL, this long URL that we have, you send that long URL to Bitly, and it creates a short one. So when I test this, Bitly is going to take in this long URL and give me a short one. So when I copy and paste that, again, we get sent with the referrer field filled out. Then what we're going to do is create another new spreadsheet row. This spreadsheet row is what we were seeing a second ago, this spreadsheet. So this is going to take new signups on this sheet and then fill that into this row with unique ID, the email address, who referred them, their long URL and their short URL. Then what we're going to do is we're going to send that person who just signed up their unique link. So when we look at the template for the email, it's going to say, hey, here's your unique link. Here's your unique link. Share it and get a gift with the data URL, which is the short link from the Bitly API that we used here. That is going to tell them, hey, here's your unique link. Now you can share it. This is where you're going to tell them if you share it 5 times, you're going to get a free gift. So that is a great way to share the unique link. Again, all this is 100% automated. And then there is one last step here, which is watching for if someone gets a new sign up. So this spreadsheet, again, I have all these templates. I've created these formulas to work exactly with Zapier for this exact setup. So don't do the work yourself. Let me send this to you. Email me at hello@jackpdean.com and I will absolutely send these over to you because these are templates that you're going to want to see. You're not going to want to do this from scratch yourself. This will take new signups and read who referred them. So when I go to this, where was it? When I go to this this page, I am being referred by this ID. So now when I type in my name, my email address, sorry, obviously this is just fake, and submit it, you'll see that automatically gets added to the incoming list. And in this outgoing list, you see the email, the date of the sign up, who referred me, the referral email, how many people that person has referred, and how many referrals they have remaining. So you can set the amount of referrals that you want to have. That way, in this, we are going to filter to make sure that if the referrer count is greater than 4, so for this example, we're using 5. If somebody gets 5 referrals, they're going to get credit for something. So if it's greater than 4, which means it's 5, we're going to send them an email that says, congrats, you got your 5th sign up. Here's your free gift. And a link to the free gift, whether it's an ebook or a link to a webinar or a coupon code or a chance to get a free consultation with you, anything like that. You can send them this free gift, and this will work automatically. So this is a fantastic way to get new people to sign up and share your information, share your form so you can get more signups. You have to give them that big gift. And I really want to emphasize this. I have these templates. Do not do this from scratch yourself. Email me and I'll help you set them up. It will need some customization for exactly the setup that you're doing. And unfortunately, Zapier does not have a way where I can share these exact tasks with you. I have asked them for this, but they don't have one yet. So email me and I will help you set this up. And of course, like always, if you have any questions, please do email me. Find me on Twitter. I will respond and I will try to help you out and get started with finding more customers. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to have some great information about personal productivity. Not just, this doesn't mean get a good night's sleep, meditate, do yoga. This is not what I'm talking about. This is, how do you optimize your time when you're at work? If you're running a small business, if you're an entrepreneur, you are the business. So stay tuned so that we can make sure that you're being optimal yourself.